So this is a Bailey Ranger 462, just going to take you right through the operation of the van. At the front of the caravan, you've got your hitch and jockey wheel and handbrake, etc., which is something we'll take you through in person on site. In the front locker, you've got your gas bottle with gas valve on top and reverse thread fitting on the gas pipe work at the top, so it's the opposite way to what you normally need to turn it. And then your gas regulator at the front, spare wheel, leg winder and water pump also in the front locker. With the water pump, you bring it around the side of the van, and you've got a connection on the side of the van. You push it into place and you lock it in with the two tabs either side. The pump end will drop into your rack roll, and then I'll show you how to fill the water system once we go inside of the van. Each side of the van at the front, you've got your legs, your wind down legs, which again we'll demonstrate while you're here on site. This cover here is for the gas flue. You do need to remove this when the caravan's been operated on gas, and we'll show you the rest of the operation for that when we get inside the van. Wheels and motor move will demonstrate while you're here on site, or the motor move will demonstrate while you're here on site, and we'll also torque the wheel nuts so you can see they've been tightened correctly. On the side of the van, you've got your fridge vents, one will take in a bit of cool air, and the top one will blow out some warm air. On the side of the van also, you've got your 3.5 litre flush tank for your toilet system. You will need to put water in this before you use it, and also a cap full of the pink fluid. At the bottom, you've got your toilet cassette, which you'll put in it 1 litre of water, and also a cap full of the blue fluid. You remove it by pulling the handle at the bottom. On the back of here, you'll see the yellow button, which is a pressure reliever when you're opening the tank, so it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. On the back of the van, you've got your wind down legs on either side, again, which like I said, we'll demonstrate when you're here on site, but you will need to have all 4 down when you're using the caravan on site. And the last thing on this side is the battery box. You've got your battery in there, and then your power lead coming into the side, which is connected to the power source on site. Inside of the van, our cleaners are in here at the moment, cleaning the van, so I do apologise that the van hasn't been cleaned yet, but we are getting to it. On the main control panel that's come in the door, you're going to first of all switch on the master power switch, and the power will come on. Then you've got your internal light, awning light, and your voltmeter above. To fill the water system, you're going to go around to each tap on board the van. You're going to open it up on the hot side. As you can see here, you're going to open it up on the hot. Each of the taps, that is, on board the van. So this is to fill the water system. Like I said, you'll need to open all the taps up on the hot side and the shower as well. What you'll then do is go underneath the seat on the front left-hand side and the front right-hand side of the van, and you'll need to check that the drain down valve, which is that little yellow valve just there, is in the position it's in now. If that valve is pointing upwards, then the water will run straight back out the bottom of the van, and that is how you drain the water system down for winter storage. So like I said, you'd lift that valve upright to drain the water system down. Once you've got your rack roll connected on the outside of the van, and you're ready to fill the water system, you'll come over to the control panel on the wall just here and turn on the water pump. The water pump won't come live until you've got it connected on the outside and it's in water itself. Once the water system is full, you'll have water coming out of the taps continuously. I can't really demonstrate at the moment because we haven't got the aqua roll connected, but once the water's coming out continuously out the taps, you can go around to each tap and shut them off. So it'll be a bit like when the water's been turned off at home. It will spit and splatter a bit to start with, and the water will run nicely out of the taps. Once you've done that, down here below the seat on the far side of the van again, you've got your electric water heater, so you can flick the switch on here and that will warm the water tank on electric. The dial above that, the water temperature on the electric side will be a preset temperature around 35 to 40 degrees. Above that, you have a dial for the gas operation. To use the gas system on board the van to warm the water, you'll turn the dial around to the gas symbol. The green light there is your pilot light, however in a moment it will fail because the gas system is turned off. But if the red light does appear, we advise you go to the hob, bleed the gas system with the gas bottle turned on, so you've got gas going all the way through the caravan. When you are on gas, you can actually control the water temperature between 30 and 70 degrees of temperature, and we do advise that if you're going to shower on board the van, you set this to around 50 degrees on the gas to use it as a boost system. Once you've got the water warm, you can go to the controls for the heater, which is just down here. Like I said, the cleaners are in here at the moment doing their job. But to operate the heating system on electric, as you come in the door just behind the panel, you've got your master power switch for the electric water heating. You can turn the switch on here, which will put power to the control panel above. Down the side, you've got the option of 500, 1000 or 2000 watts of power. Once you've selected the power source you want to use, whether that be 500, 1000 or 2000, and that will be relevant to the sort caravan site you're on and the amount of power they allow you to use. If you ask in the office on site, they'll be able to help you with this. To control the temperature of the heater, once it's turned on, you've got the green light there to say it's in operate, it's warming up, and that will stay green through use. You've got the numbers here on the side, as you can see, between 1 and 9, and you just select the temperature you want the heater to be at. To turn it back off, you turn it back to the 0 position on the side here. Initially, when you turn the heater on, the heat will be coming out the front, and as you can see here, this dot here indicates that. On this side, you've got your continuous blown air, so the heat comes out the vents around the caravan, like that little vent down there. And to put it onto continuous blown air, you pull this little switch across to the wave symbol here, and then you can control the fan speed on the dial on top. If you want to use it on a thermostat, so it cuts in and out as it needs to, you can put it onto the A here, and that will turn the fan on and off automatically. And again, you can control the fan speed on top. If you wish to use the gas system, or gas heating, you can also do that. To ignite it on gas, you spin this dial round to between 10 and 9, hold down the gas valve and hit the igniter. Once it has ignited, you'll have a pilot light in this window at around a 45-degree angle. And once it has ignited, you will hold down the gas valve to 5 to 10 seconds and then slowly release the valve. The reason for holding it down is it allows the thermocouple to warm up. Once it has ignited and it's been running for a few moments, you can control the temperature on gas on this dial on top. Works a bit like your barbecue at home, for instance. Going over to the fridge now. You've got gas, mains and 12 volt. The 12 volt is when you're towing, so it'll allow the fridge to work as a cool box, and the 12 volt system works off the car, not the caravan. To ignite it on gas, you spin the dial around here to the gas or the flame symbol. You press in the dial just here, and you'll press and hold it a bit like the heater, and you'll hit the igniter on this side at the same time. Once it has ignited, you'll notice that the little red line here will come round into the green. And if that little red line stays in the green, the fridge has ignited on gas and it will start chilling the fridge. When you're on gas or mains, you control the temperature of the fridge on this dial on the right hand side. To work the fridge on mains, you spin it round to the plug symbol here. And again, like I said, you use the temperature control on this side to control the fridge temperature. And then if you're towing down the road and you want to keep the beers and wine nice and cold, you can put it onto the 12 volt, and that, like I said, will operate the fridge as a cool box. The hob and cooker works like your standard household, no difference at all. You will need some sort of a match igniter for this gas system in this van, on the cooker that is. With the toilet, you've got a pump flush on top, so you'll pump that up and down to flush the toilet. You've got a full indicator light on the right hand side, so it'll let you know when the waste tank is completely full on board the van. And then on the left hand side of the toilet at the bottom, you've got your toilet waste flap that when you pull that across, it will allow the waste to go down in the cassette underneath the van. The taps, etc. work like your household, and they don't work, and that's exactly the same as your household system. If you have any further questions on this caravan, please do give us a call here at the Caravan Company and we'll do all we can to help you. Thank you very much. Bye bye.